For decades, Dodge has been the poster child for raw and unfiltered automobile power, offering gas-guzzling V8s. Energetic cars that rumble like thunder and shake the asphalt, leaving a trail of burnt rubber and nostalgia in their wake. But now they've flipped the script. The Dodge Charger Daytona is fully electric, and it promises more power than ever before and more speed than any other muscle car in history. So what exactly makes this car special? And why does it have an exhaust system? Wait, Dodge really put an exhaust pipe on an electric vehicle? Yeah, they did, and over the next few minutes, I'll tell you about this exhaust system and everything else you need to know about the Dodge Charger Daytona. The integration of revolutionary technologies like the Fratzonic chambered exhaust system in the Charger Daytona shows exactly what Dodge was thinking when they set out to produce the car. This isn't about stacking batteries and electric motors into a metal box and calling it a day. It's about reimagining what muscle cars can be and proving beyond a doubt that you don't necessarily need gas-guzzling V8s to feel the rush of acceleration or the thrill of the open road. But let's be honest, it's not all smooth sailing. Dodge is actually walking a tightrope here, and the stakes couldn't be higher. When you hear the phrase, "world's only electric muscle car," what's the first name that comes to mind? Tesla, right? I mean, who else would have the courage to build the world's first environmentally friendly muscle car if not for the undisputed champs of the EV universe? I can already imagine Elon Musk grinning as he unveils this shiny new electric beast while waving his latest gift. But hold the brakes for a second. This isn't a Tesla story. This high-octane EV was manufactured at Stellantis' assembly plant in Ontario, Canada, and it has Dodge's iconic badge stamped all over it. Yeah, you heard that right. The same Dodge that gave us the Challenger Hellcat, a car so wild it practically needed a leash, is now betting everything on making a powerful muscle car that's powered by electric motors and batteries instead of gas. Think of it as a lion swapping steaks for salads. It's bold, it's risky, and it's got everyone watching because this isn't just a car, it's a high-stakes bet that could redefine everything Dodge stands for, or send them crashing into a ditch. So which one is it gonna be? Well, we'll come back to that in a few minutes. But for now, let's explore some of the aesthetic features that make this electrified beast a true outlier. The Dodge Charger Daytona is a muscle car that roars onto the scene, not with a V8 engine, but with the silent power of electricity and a strong exterior posture that commands attention. Its wide-body stance and sharp, predatory lines nod to the legendary 1968 model. Every angle and contour has been expertly styled to perfection to bridge the gap between Dodge's rugged legacy and a daring, eco-friendly future. At the front, the Charger Daytona features a groundbreaking R-wing, a patent-pending aero marvel that carves through the wind, boosting performance while taming drag. The tech-enhanced masterpiece is paired with a cleverly crafted front opening, shaped to channel air with precision and keep efficiency at its peak. It's a blend of aerodynamics and aggression, proving that brute force and efficiency can coexist in one automotive body. The road bows beneath massive 35 ZR20XL front tires, clinging to the pavement with unshakable grip and announcing the car's dominance with every turn. At the back, two 325/35 ZR20 Goodyear Eagle F1 Supercar 3 tires take charge, channeling raw electric might and heart-pounding burst of speed that pin you steadily to the asphalt. Also nestled within this bold rear design is the Fratzonic chambered exhaust, the world-first patent-pending exhaust system that belts out a muscle car growl, all without a whiff of fuel. But how exactly does that work? And why does an electric car even need an exhaust system? The Fratzonic chambered exhaust isn't your typical exhaust system. It's basically a precision-tuned speaker system located at the lower rear fascia and powered by a 600-watt amplifier. It uses woofers and mid-range speakers to produce sound and elastomeric bushings to transmit vibrations through the chassis. Also, it reacts accordingly to different inputs and driving actions, including revving, deceleration, and throttle power shot. This means that the more you push the car's performance, the louder it gets. But sometimes it's not always about what you hear, it's about what you feel. Step into the Dodge Charger Daytona, and you'll find a modern cockpit designed for both driver engagement and passenger comfort. It features a 12.3-inch touchscreen alongside a 16-inch digital instrument cluster that displays real-time performance data, including speed and torque. The RT model comes standard with a 9-speaker Alpine sound system, including a 506-watt stereo with a subwoofer, while an 18-speaker 914-watt Alpine system with a subwoofer is available in the Scat Pack. Additional features include a sunroof, wireless charging pad, customizable interior lighting, Amazon Alexa, and integrated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Voice commands allow hands-free calling, messaging, and music control. An optional heads-up display projects speed and essential stats onto the windshield for added convenience. Comfort is further prioritized with available Nappa leather or suede seat options, featuring fixed headrest and adjustable thigh bolsters for support. Now, expectedly, both the RT and the Scat Pack are eligible for the $7,500 federal tax credit for electric vehicles. But more importantly, they boast an incredible level of performance that no other muscle car can match. In the Daytona RT, you get 496 horses with the aid of the Power Shot button located on the steering wheel. This instant boost feature contributes up to 40 horsepower and can be used repeatedly as needed, supplying the extra juice that allows the Daytona RT to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds. But if the RT gets your pulse racing, the Scat Pack will stop it cold, then kick it back into overdrive. With its Stage 2 upgrade and the same Power Shot feature available in the RT, the range-topping Scat Pack morphs into something straight out of a gearhead's wildest daydream. We're talking 670 horsepower and up to 627 pound-feet of torque. These numbers don't just impress, they intimidate. Plant your foot on the pedal and this thing launches like a rocket, blasting off from rest to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds. And it breezes through a quarter mile in 11.5 seconds flat. These numbers are comparable to the Tesla Model S, which generates 670 horses and accelerates from rest to 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds. Interestingly, both the RT and Scat Pack share the same ferocious foundation, a 400-volt dual electric motor powertrain paired with a mechanical limited-slip rear differential to keep all that fury glued to the road. These motors are fed by a 100.5 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery designed for relentless power delivery. Unlike traditional EVs that taper off after a few hard pulls, this battery unleashes an initial peak of 550 kilowatts and holds steady at 500 kilowatts through an entire quarter-mile stretch. But here's the most interesting part. This battery can hammer out that level of intensity for over 10 consecutive rounds. So whether you're gunning for a perfect launch at the drag strip or laying down back-to-back highway pulls, the Charger Daytona delivers on demand. Another thing that deserves a mention is that Dodge didn't just throw any battery into this beast. They went with a prismatic cell structure, offering better thermal performance and greater stability than a typical pouch-style pack. Inside, a carefully crafted nickel-cobalt-aluminum chemistry mix ensures maximum energy density. The result is a reliable power source that feeds raw, relentless power to both the front and rear motors without hesitation. By Dodge's estimation, this battery is expected to last for 317 miles in the RT model and 270 miles in the Scat Pack after every full charge. While these numbers put the Charger Daytona behind a few EVs, like the Mercedes-Benz EQS, Polestar 3, and even the Cybertruck, they're impressive in their own right, especially when you consider the perks that the Charger Daytona offers. Just to mention a few, owners of the RT trim get to enjoy up to 5 driving modes, including Auto, Eco, Sport, Wet and Snow, and Valet. There's literally a mode for every road condition. But it gets even better with the Scat Pack trim, which offers more extreme options like track, drag, and custom modes. This has to be one of the most complete cars ever built by an American automaker. From blistering acceleration to relentless torque and a driving experience that rivals the best gas-powered muscle cars ever built, the Dodge Charger Daytona has it all. Except it's missing that signature growl that makes every Dodge unmistakable on the road. Or maybe not. Remember that fancy Fratzonic chambered exhaust system I spoke about earlier? Well, it's not just for fanciness alone. But before I tell you what it does, let me share 5 facts about this car that you probably haven't heard yet. And I think I'll throw in a bonus just for fun. This car is equipped with regenerative braking, which turns kinetic energy from slowing down into battery power. In other words, anytime you pump the brakes, you're rewarded with additional range. The first badge of the Dodge Charger Daytona has been sold as model year 2024, with some customers receiving exclusive packages for their purchase, including a welcome kit, VIP concierge service, and a driving experience at the Radford Racing School. According to reports, Dodge could launch a hybrid or plug-in hybrid variant of the Charger Daytona at some point in the future. The starting price of this car is around $61,590 for the RT and $71,185 for the Scat Pack. The battery pack of this next-gen car is strategically placed in the middle of the body structure to achieve a perfect 50-50 weight distribution, which ultimately amplifies handling and control abilities. This car's high-tech launch control feature allows drivers to adjust the wheel's torque with any of the available launch intensity settings. And thanks to the new Fratzonic chambered exhaust system, you can feel and listen to every second of the action from start to finish. The Dodge Charger Daytona divides opinion. On one hand, you have the purists who live for the smell of gasoline and the roaring sound of V8 engines might see an electric muscle car as blasphemy. On the other side, you've got eco-warriors who want to save the planet by reducing the number of gasoline cars to the barest minimum. With the Charger Daytona, Dodge is trying to thread the needle between these two worlds that, well, they don't exactly share a lane. The big question now is whether it'll work. Well, only time can tell.